Hello everyone, welcome back to Python Programming with Akash. I hope that you are doing great and ready to learn something new. We are continuing with Python fundamentals and we had completed tokens in the last video. Let's move forward now. The next topic is bare bones of a Python program. So we are going to talk about the basic structure of a Python program, what all it contains. So consider an example. So these three lines that are starting with the pound or the hashtag symbol, these are the comments. And all comments begin with a pound symbol. The next one we have a function. So the next one we have the function. So def cu and print time to say goodbye. This is the complete definition of the function. Then we have statements, which are these three here: a equal to 15, b is equal to a minus 10, and print a plus 3. All these are statements in my program. Now these four are the expressions from my program: 15, a minus 10, a plus 3, and b greater than 5. These are the expressions. These two are the blocks. Then these are the indentations, because we are able to see some indented lines which are appearing after some spaces with respect to the previous statement. Then we have these two. These are the inline comments because they are beginning in the middle of a line. Now as you can see that the sample program that we just saw contains various components like expressions, statements, comments, function, blocks, and indentation. So we'll take a look at them one by one. The first one is the expressions. An expression is any legal combination of symbols that represents a value. An expression represents something which Python evaluates and which then produces a value. For example, 15, 2.9. These are expressions, but these contain values only. The last two, a plus 5 and 3 plus 5 divided by 4, these are complex expressions that produce a value when evaluated. Now let's take a look at the statements. While an expression represents something, a statement is a programming instruction that does something. That is, some action takes place. We have some examples of the statements, which are print hello. This statement calls the print function. And the next one is if b greater than 5. So this is also a statement. While an expression is evaluated, a statement is executed. That is, some action takes place. And it is not necessary that a statement results in a value. It may or may not yield a value. So some statements from the previous sample code we did are a equal to 15, b is equal to a minus 10, print a plus 3, if b less than 5. So all these are examples of the statements that we did from the previous sample code. Now we have the comments. Comments are the additional readable information which is read by the programmers but ignored by the Python interpreter. In Python, comments begin with symbol hashtag, pound or hash character and end with the end of the physical line. In the earlier code, you can see 4 comments. The first one are the physical lines beginning with hashtag are the full line comments. There are 3 full line comments in the sample program that we did, which are listed as follows. Hashtag this program shows a program's components. Hashtag definition of function cu follows. Hashtag main program code follows now. Then the fourth comment is an inline comment as it starts in the middle of a physical line after Python code. See below. If b less than 5 colon. Hashtag colon means it requires a block. So as the comment is beginning in the middle of the line, therefore it is an inline comment. Now we also have multi-line comments. So what are multi-line comments and why do we need them? What if you want to enter a multi-line comment or a block comment? You can enter a multi-line comment in Python code in 2 ways. The first one is add a hashtag symbol in the beginning of every physical line part of the multi-line comments. Example, we have 3 lines that we want to use as comments which are following each other, and therefore the comment is a multi-line comment. So at the beginning of each line we can place a hashtag character, and this would make it a multi-line comment. The other method is we can type the comment as a triple quoted multi-line string. Example, 3 lines that we want to put as multi-line comments, we have started with a triple quote, and then at the end of those we have again put the triple quotes. So this would designate a multi-line string. This type of multi-line comment is also known as a docstring. You can either use triple apostrophe or triple quotes to write docstrings. The docstrings are very useful in documentation, and you'll learn about their usage later. Now let's take a look at the functions. A function is a code that has a name and it can be reused. That is, it can be executed again by specifying its name in the program wherever needed. In the sample program, there is one function, namely cu. The statements indented below its def statement are part of the function. All statements indented at the same level below def cu are part of cu function. This function is executed in main code through the following statement. Cu, this is the function call statement. So calling of a function becomes a statement. Example, print is a function, but when you call print to print something, then that function call becomes a statement. For now, this much introduction of functions is sufficient. You'll learn about functions in detail in class 12. So let's move on to the next topic, which is blocks and indentation. Sometimes a group of statements is part of another statement or function. Such a group of one or more statements is called block or code block or a suite. For example, if b less than 5 colon print value of b is less than 5, print thank you. So these two lines, the print statements, these comprise a block with all its statements at the same indentation level, and 4 spaces together mark the next indent level. Many languages such as C, C++, Java, etc. use symbols like curly brackets to show blocks, but Python does not use any symbol for it. Rather, it uses indentation. We have another example here. If b less than a colon tmp equal to a equal to b equal to tmp, print thank you. So these 3 statements comprise a block which is a part of if statement. Notice all the statements in the same block have the same indentation level. Now this is the if statement along with its block. There is a last line, print thank you, which is not at the same indentation level as the other lines of the block inside if. Therefore, this statement is not a part of if's block. I hope that you were able to learn about what all a Python program contains through this video. If you like the content, do give a like to this video and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.